Oops. Try again. Okay. 1 second. I'm just sending an email that I have to deal with right now. Okay. Okay. Well, well, well. Well, well, well. Hello, everybody. Hi, Mary. Hi, Cassandra. Right. Okay. Fingers crossed my computer can handle this. Hi, Red Road Runner. Interesting picture. So, of course, everybody, well, a lot of people have seen this video today that I got alerted of during the day where a very verbally abusive and angry cross dresser was, being the hypocrite that they are. Right. Okay. Whoops. Fingers crossed my computer can handle this. Hi, Red Road Runner. Okay. Better. I had too many things open. Carrie, I loved your video with you dancing on the Instagram. It was so adorable. And I love your haircut. It's so cute. I'm just gonna wait just a couple of minutes to see if we can get some characters in before I go into my rant, my calm rant. you know, I don't need to use vulgar language to get my point across. And normally you don't have to. There's something you have to know if you've been in here, been on YouTube for at least a year. You have to realize that if you take YouTube serious, this is not a place you belong. Hi, City Girl. Because if anyone is this angry that they believe losing their channel is karma, then there's something very wrong with them. It's not karma to lose a stupid YouTube channel. She was salivating because she struck this guy Rex. I don't think Rex really cared. And also, can you get your story straight, German? You can have more than one channel if the channel itself wasn't in your name. Now, you see, that's where I succeed here. Not only was my other channel not in my name, this channel is not in my name. It was in my daughter's name because any revenue went right to my daughter. So, sorry to disappoint you. You could strike away all you like. I don't really care. Well, first of all, her voice kept going, so she kept doing that evil. Every time she tried to say a word, it was. It's very disturbing. I find it very hard to listen to her talk because the voice is so fake. I also want to say this. She goes after people, but just like Steph said, and I agree with this, um, she goes after people first. I never went after German lady first. That never happened. She came into my chat and acted the way she acted today, like a raving lunatic, like somebody who needs a mental health check. Something very important she said today, which I took great notice of. She said, me, Linda Anderson, went into her personal life. I wonder what she means by that. How did I go into her personal life? Now, you can't make a broad statement like that and not explain how I went into her personal life, because to me, that's admitting to being sneer. Because German or German lady, whatever she wants to call, I never bothered a woman who claims to be in Germany, and I didn't go into anybody's private life in Germany. So that was a statement she needs to clarify because it didn't make any sense. Oh my gosh. I have 15 people watching, and then I just looked at the StreamYard side. There's 182 people watching. Well, listen, 182 people, let's hit that thumbs up. Nobody's talking. I find that a little odd. There's like 3 people talking. That's very strange. Well, I want to get back to what was said today. She came on. I only got glimpses, just little pieces of it, little fragments of her stream because I can't tolerate listening to her. She's incredibly verbally abusive, and the filth that comes out of her mouth, she is disgusting. For a woman to speak like that, it's just disgusting. She thinks it's okay to wish harm on people. Okay? But then she says it's not right. So she contradicted herself. There's nothing to work out, City Girl. This is all about her. This is not about me. This is a woman who said she was going to pay someone to kick in my good kidney. Now, she spent today trying to say making fun of somebody with a hernia is wrong. Making fun of people who are sick is wrong. But she doesn't take responsibility for making threats on multiple platforms that she is going to pay somebody to beat me up. That's okay for her, though. So for her, get all high and mighty, and then to lie and say we doctored some of the videos and some of the pictures is ludicrous. They all come right from her channel. Nobody stuck a penis on you, German lady, because you are a man and you have a penis. You are not a trans, and no one is being transphobic. You are a cross dresser. I don't know if you're straight, but I do know you have a wife who you are no longer with, who told me some truths about you, and you know it's true. Otherwise, why would you say I went into your real life? When you talk about me, this is my real life. What is my real life? Me being Linda Anderson, that's my real life. So if you're going to use Witty Widow and people Google Witty Widow, they're going to come up with my real name. So if you're going to go and tell people I'm bald and I can't have sex and I'm this and I'm that, I'm going to defend myself as well. Just like you claim today, you will defend yourself. I will also defend myself. But what I won't do is go down to your level. I'm not going to wish harm on you. I'm not going to wish karma on you. I'm not going to call you the C word. I may call you a weirdo here and there because your behavior is very weirdo-ish. I don't know who you think you're trying to fool. I think it's really ironic that you and X-Tick have the almost identical verbiage. You say the same things in the same style, that manic cursing weirdo, relentless name calling. It's not very ladylike, but then again, you are no lady. I don't need to get that personal with you by calling you those types of names. I just want to refresh your memory that in just a regular conversation, X Tick was the one pushing the narrative. I think you are obsessed, Carlos. I never come into your chats or on your channel, but here you are. I am making a response. You exposed the bratwurst, rejecting your comment. I'm making a response video. If you don't like it, you know where the door is. I don't have to call people names to make it. No, it's not obsession. What are you talking about? Honestly, Carlos, German for 3 hours wouldn't stop talking about me. Kept calling me wiggy, even though he wears, pardon me, a full wig. A full wig, Carlos. A full wig. I don't wear a wig. And on Thursday, when I go live for my champagne and caviar live stream, you will see me with my real hair, no wig, and no extensions. I haven't had time to have my hair have extensions. Let's get back to the conversation. So she is threatening every single person who's using any of her material. Well, it's a shame because this is what happens. When you put yourself on YouTube, just as I do, you have to expect a fair share of crap coming your way. I accept it. I had my channel taken down by a porn bomber. Did you hear me on here bitching and complaining about? Maybe for the first 5 minutes I was, but it's not. It's irrelevant. I'm not threatening anybody. I never went after Igor. It comes with the territory when you have to expect people making fun of you, people talking about, people say I'm bald. I don't care. It's not important. There's no reason to get fired up and angry. There really isn't. It's not worth it. German, nobody is coming to your door and calling you a woman or a man. They're not bothering your personal life. So why are you on stream threatening everybody you don't like? I mean, you were threatening everybody. And then you tried to get 100 and some odd people to go along with your threats and flag everybody you didn't like, which goes against terms and conditions of YouTube. That's not right. People don't like me, but I don't go after them the way you go after. I say my piece and I move on. But you continually try to make it sound like I did something so egregious to you that I am your number one focus and your number one target. And I'm confused by that. I'm confused by that because there are so many people long before I came on the scene that have been calling you a cross dresser. There was even a website, Magda, do you recall what that website was called? Where there are people talking about you from a year and a half ago, talking and showing pictures of you on this public forum. I can't recall what it was called. Did she mention? I'm not really sure, Tally. I couldn't. It was a stream she claimed was only going to be half an hour, ended up being 3 hours. So I just want to let everybody know here that I hit a nerve. And of course, I find that lipstick something right. Exactly. I find it strange. Why me? Why me? After all these other people had so much more information on you. Is it because I know the truth and you want to punish anyone that knows the truth? I think that's what it is. Because everybody who tried to tell the truth about you, only because you attacked them and not the other way around, you struck everybody. You can't handle the truth. If you look up Witty Widow, you see there's a lot of unpleasant things written about me, but you have to let it go. You can't strike everybody because you don't like what somebody has to say. I used to think you could, but I'm over that now. Carlos, you're a weirdo. You know what's really creepy about you, Carlos? That you're so in love with a dude. That's what's weird. You are in love with German lady who's a guy, and you're embarrassed that you know she is a man. Exactly, Tally. Let me just read what Tally wrote. Funny thing is, no one cares how you dress or how you identify, but we do care if you're a nasty bitch. That's the problem here. I never said a word nasty about her until that very fateful day where the ex-tick came into my chat and wouldn't stop talking about her. I told him, actually I begged him not to stop talking about it. He wanted to know why. He was talking about, what is that, members only? I said, no, German lady can't do members only because German lady's not a lady. And that's what happened. That is the absolute 100% truth. What happened was I said those fateful words, and ever since then, she has been vile and disgusting and really low. I mean, really low. Now, remember, she started this. I didn't start this. Now, she came after me so hard. She was in my side chat making horrible threats to my to harm me in my chat. And then she went on and on. So I did a video and in a joking manner showed the similarities between her and someone else who is also on YouTube. Well, most people thought it was funny and could see the resemblance, and it was gonna end at that. But no, 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 no. German didn't want it to end. German wanted to keep being vicious and brutal. This is thought process. You can't get the upper hand with me. I did get the upper hand. You know how I got the upper hand? Because you said I went into your personal life, and while you were making threats to me, I made a call to your wife. I actually did it online on a live stream. I no longer have the channel, but I did call her, and I know it's you. So there's no argument. You are a man, and you are who I say you are. Don't pretend you're untouchable because you are not. You are not untouchable because legally I can come for you if I wanted to. Because you have threatened on 3 separate platforms. Not that I would because I can't be bothered. Um, it's all right. He'll get bored. Carlos is embarrassed, you see, because Carlos is constantly blowing smoke up, his tushy and constantly saying how sexy and attractive. I'm like, that is so pathetic, Carlos. You have to be pretty brain dead to think that person is a woman. I mean, really, really dumb. Really dumb. I understand people try to be polite and try to pretend they think she's a woman because they like her or him. And that's fine because they assume she's trans and so therefore she's a girl and we're going to support her. There's nothing wrong with that if she was trans, but she's not trans. She's fooling you. This is a game. This is research for her company or his company. See, it's such a mind F that I don't even know what to call it. This is not a legitimate trans person. This is a person who denies being trans to begin with, but this is a cross dresser who wants to lie about who they are. Now, somebody did mention in the chat, and I just want to read what they said because it was absolutely laughable. Um, where is it? Didn't I post it somewhere? Well, listen. This mercenary Reese said, first time I ever saw a German lady, I knew something was off. I was thinking botched plastic surgery or burn victim. Well, you're right. There's a very unusual look here. Now she calls me I'm ugly, I'm haggard. But listen, I have all unique body parts that are all mine. I think the only fake thing I have, and I don't have it today or this week, are my hair extensions and my fingernails. But my breasts are real. My lips are real. I don't have any Botox. I've never had a facelift. I had a nose job when I was 30 because I'd broken my nose as a child, and it was corrective surgery, which now has left me with sinusitis. Go figure. Right. She denied it. But you make broad statements and you have nothing to back up with. You can't back up a statement saying that I went into your personal life if you're claiming not to be sneer. Because I didn't go into German lady's personal life. I didn't. That's a lie. It's also a lie that you have intel. I don't confide in YouTubers. The only person I've ever really confided in was Magda, but there's only so much I could tell Magda. The same way Magda doesn't tell me certain things. I don't tell deep, dark secrets or confide in YouTubers anything I didn't want told. Even though I've said to Magda, or Magda knows not to repeat things, if she did, if we got into a fight and she did, it doesn't matter. It's not secret. My sister's porn wasn't a secret. Everybody knew about it. I exposed it. So Carlos, good try on that one. Nobody exposed it. Nobody found it. My sister had died, and I did a stream about it. Thank you. Oh, you always lovely compliments. Thank you so much. Listen, you have to back off now, Sneer, because this is getting out of control. You are very unstable. I understand you're bedridden and you've been bedridden for 2 years and you're very sick. So this is where the anger comes from. But you are trying to force people to believe something that's absolutely impossible to believe. And what's impossible to believe is that you are or have been born a woman. Now, nobody is judging you on being a cross dresser. They're certainly not. But they don't want to be lied to or made a fool of, like you're making a fool out of Carlos, who says sexual things to you, which is incredibly creepy because he thinks you're a woman and he's got to be an idiot. You have to stop coming after people who are claiming you are not a woman because you're not a woman. You're not. You already claimed you're not trans, so stop with the games. Somebody said today that they thought I was a liar because I lie about my lifestyle or something to that effect. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. All my work information is online. I hide nothing. There's nothing I hide. The only thing I don't divulge is my very personal moments. My personal moments with my children, boyfriends, sexual activity. I don't divulge those. I'm not going to. It's not worth the backlash to my friends and my family. So I keep those things private. I may chat to Magda about it here and there, but I know Magda's, she knows it's not really important whether anyone knows it or not. It's really not. Um, but I'm not going to come onto a public platform and bitch at every single person that doesn't like me like you did, like you have done. Is it worth doing? You have to accept that people are not going to like you. Tons of people don't like me, but then again, tons of people do like me. And that's okay because you have to remember something. My real life is very different than YouTube. We don't bicker and talk and make fun of people like I don't do that to my friends in real life or my colleagues. I don't say to one colleague, "Oh, she's so ugly, her nose is so big," or "She's a cunt." It doesn't work that only happens here on YouTube. But it's very important to know that sometimes less is more. Maybe the fewer friends you have are better because they're quality friends. Just a few, just a handful of quality friends. Now, as I'm speaking, I have no idea why 147 people are in here. Maybe I've got that wrong. Yeah, 100 and something. And nobody's talking because they're intrigued and interested. They want to know what I'm going to say or if I'm going to lose my SHIT, which I'm not. Um, Again, German, I'm going to call you German because you earned the title. Nobody Nobody fixed that video of you dancing with your pee-pee sticking out. I mean, come on. Come on. There's enough evidence, but it doesn't matter anymore. What the problem is your behavior and your attitude. You have no right whatsoever to dictate to anybody how they should act, how they should speak, or their opinion. You have no right. Just like I don't have any right to tell you what to do. I'm just letting you know, getting on there and threatening people. I mean, you were threatening people. And when I say threatening, you weren't actually physically saying you were going to harm anybody, but it was implied. The implied threat was you'll go for people. Now, I don't know why people can't have a voice or an opinion and say, well, I don't think that's a woman. Just like people say, well, I don't think she has hair. That's their opinion. Totally fine. Totally fine if that's what they want to think. Totally fine if they want to think I'm old and haggard. That's their opinion. That's their right. But you can't tell people what to do and what platforms to go on and who to talk to and who to like and who not to like. And I've told the truth about you 100%. There wasn't even an ounce of a lie when it came to who you were and everything about you. But you lied about me, didn't you? All those made up stories about me, calling me Wiggy Wiggo when you're the one that wears a full wig. Full wig. Full wig. and the BS and the games, and I showed my driver's license, and you can't have a driver's license with a woman's name. What are you talking about? What do you live in the dark ages? Anyone can get a driver's license. Anyone can get a fake one. Anyone, a trans can get one with a name. Documents don't mean anything. I can pull up a fake document. I can get a VPN. I can get a VPN and make a complaint just like you did with your VPN in Germany, in German, pardon me. Anyone can do that. You're not fooling anybody. I mean, come on. This is 2021. The one thing about me is real life that is the same as on YouTube. Oh, yeah, there you go. You were vile and vicious to at least 20 people today, all with filthy language and name calling. And yet, you don't take responsibility. I personally do. I know the things I do. And when I get backlash, I don't fight it. I don't fight it. People are gonna call my family, my kids, they're gonna call my job, and I never come on here bitching about it because it's a part of being on YouTube and it's something I have accepted. Maybe not so graciously in the beginning, but this long now, I've accepted it, not a problem. That's why your anger baffles me. Absolutely baffles me. Hi, Pecan Baby. Hi, Renee and Sherry. It absolutely baffles me. Your anger, you're so angry that yelling and screaming. What are you angry at? When you turn the computer off, what happens? Silence, right? You don't see it, you don't hear it. Doesn't affect your life, does it? No, it doesn't. So why would you be angry? Nothing anyone does to me affects my life. No, it doesn't. Even if you called my job, doesn't affect my life. You can't get me fired over YouTube. Call my kids, they don't care. It doesn't matter. It's not important. It's social media. But your behavior was appalling today, and I didn't even listen to 3 hours of it. But I kept getting clips of you talking about me, and it struck me as odd that you clearly said, "I went into your personal life, and I'd like to know how." I'd like an answer as to how I went into your personal life. If you are indeed German lady and not sneer as I believe you are, I want to know how I went into German lady's personal life. I don't know German lady's name, her first name. I don't know where German lady lives. Okay. Yes, you did a video in Germany, big whoopee doodle. So what? That was once. That was 6 months, 6, 7 months ago. Um, you've never opened the window or showed yourself or videoed at in or around Germany. You're out in Germany every day and you video nothing, take pictures of nothing except for those ridiculously altered pictures you take of yourself, which are odd. You are the oddest looking human being I've ever seen. And just like that person Rex said, you don't look human, and you don't. It's a very odd look you have. The picture you have posted right now for your live stream with your head cocked to one side and a bloated mass of paleness is not normal. Oh, Sneer knows where she lives? Oh, right. Because Sneer is German lady. Yeah. Also, you claim that I doxed this chap. Well, you doxed him. You actually screaming his name. I could hear the screams in my ears, even though you weren't talking, but you were had the caps on and the cursing in the slide chat, telling everybody his name when I never even mentioned his name in any of the first couple of videos I did. You keep reaching. Nobody is afraid of you, German lady. Nobody is afraid of you. Strike away. Nobody is afraid of you. As a matter of fact, I complained because you're doing false privacy complaints. They're totally false. All of them are false. You are not somebody called German lady. He doesn't tell me where she lives and claims she's never talked to him. So how would she know? Well, this is the best part. She wasn't affected by the flood. Well, I got news for you. Everyone was affected by the flood. Everyone. There wasn't one person who came out unscathed. Not one person. Hi, JD. So I just wanted to clear this up. I'm certainly not obsessed about German lady, and I usually don't like to respond over and over and over because it's so tiresome and it's so boring. But when she said that, I had to figure out what was going on and why she's telling people these. I want to know the truth. I'll come on her panel. Definitely come on her panel if she wants to discuss it with me. But if you keep poking at me, just like you told people, you keep poking the bear, and the bear's going to bite you. And it's not going to be pretty because, regardless of what you think, I do have the upper hand. You know why? Because not only am I a woman, I'm an American and a citizen in this country. And I believe you are not. So I do have the upper hand. As a matter of fact, all your audios with you threatening me, they were passed along to the right authorities. I won't be walked on like you just said about yourself that you're not gonna let people walk all over you. I'm not gonna allow that either. I'm not gonna allow you to do that either. But again, this will have to be dealt with behind the scenes because if you're gonna threaten me, and I'm not afraid you're gonna come and beat me up. I just gonna pull what you're pulling by telling people you're not gonna tolerate it. Well, then you're gonna find a lot of pushback from me because I'm not gonna tolerate it either. 231 Magda in here? What does that mean? You know what? When you first came out, German Lady, and I spoke to Sneer, German Lady was supposed to be a fun, having fun, making jokes, and you took it too far. You got way too invested in it. And you know what's so ridiculous? I listened to a couple of minutes of you screaming at somebody about somebody called Lemonade. And I thought to myself, do you know how insane you sound? Do you know how insane this sounds? If my coworkers could hear this woman yelling about someone called Lemonade and all these ID names, you sound ridiculous. To be angry at anyone with these ridiculous avatars and these stupid names. You sound ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Calm down. If YouTube is going to cause you the stress you claim it does, walk away. Walk away. The only time I got a little irked or frazzled is when I found out Noodles was my cousin. That weirded me out. That really weirded me out. But that's it. But that's it. I mean, in the beginning, it was tough. We all got through it. We all got through it, and now we've learned from it. German ladies packing heat. Oh, really? It's not a good look, German lady. And all the people that you think like you and care about you, they're all saying behind their backs, they know you're not a woman. Magda, could you be the cause of the bushes being full? That's good. I have no idea why no one's speaking, or there are this many people in this chat and no one's talking. It seems rather odd. It seems rather odd. 210 people, but there were a lot of people that were in the not a lot of people, but there were a fair amount of people that were in the RDA's stream when he was streaming. You know these the I know, right, Pecan Baby, it was a shock. It really was. I mean, I had what are the chances, Pecan Baby? What are the chances? Now remember something, Italians have large families. There's so many of them. They're second and third generations with multiple cousins. And of course we wouldn't know each other because we're different ages. And also I'm not very close to my family. And I gotta tell you, everybody knows everybody in North Jersey. You're bound to be related to somebody. So anyway, with this German person, um, you're taking this too far. You're taking this way too far. You're way too invested in all these people. You spout out these crazy ass names in anger with abusive words and cursing and cunt and everybody's a pos, and you sound like a moron. Listen to yourself fighting over trolls and people who have no relevance in your life. just fighting with people who are not a part of your life. They're not priority in your life. You're never going to meet them. You're never going to clasp eyes on them in real life. They live nowhere near you. They don't pay your bills. And you're getting angry? Why? What is wrong? What is happening? What is happening that's so bad in your life that you take your aggressions and your angers out on people, random people on YouTube? You're not worth it. It's not worth fighting with people who want to take down your channel and make complaints. Big deal. It's not worth fighting over. It's not worth life is more important. My life is more important than YouTube. I come on here to enjoy some people I really like. I do like a lot of people. I like it. And when I feel lonely or down or I am alone, it's nice to have somebody on the other end of the computer that's talking back to me, whether it's on a panel or in the side chat. Oh, did I miss some Jakey Poo? Hi, Jakey Poo, honey. Where is he? There he is. Hi, Jakey Poo. 5 minutes ago. I thought I started this live stream at least half an hour ago. Oh, 36 minutes. Yes. Hers was 3 hours. She said she was only going to be on half an hour and did 3 hours. And then she has to play the lame song. What did she play? Another one bites the dust. Oh, that's so original. So original. I mean, come on. You're so tacky. There's so much tack in you. Tacky, not tack, pardon me. The song was tacky. Your words are tacky. Your clothes are tacky. See, I can be mean because I don't understand if you're a woman why you would wear such weird clothes. But and dance around like that. It's very weird. Yeah, I know. I just noticed it. It goes on to Xfinity instead of my internet. It goes on to a different internet. I think it's the room I'm in. Hi, Skibby. Skibby booby. What are you doing? What are you doing, Skib? What are you doing? My baby. All right. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Yes, I know. Tone deaf. Okay. Uh-oh. Bergs actually feel quite sad. R.I.P. Bergs didn't die. What happened to Bergs? Okay. All right. So then there was this rumor coming around that Lolly Cunningham's husband set himself on fire in a car. Yeah, it was Pecan Baby. So I say to myself, why would Lolly Cunningham say such a thing, considering Lolly Cunningham insists she's not married? Like, what is that just another way? Wait a minute. Can you guys hear me? I just want to make sure. Because somebody said they couldn't hear me. He just passed away? Who Bergs did not pass away. Come on. David who? Come on. That is so old. Everybody's doing it. You know, it's ridiculous. Anderson passed away and Mark passed away. I mean, come on, nobody believes any of those stories anymore because it's ridiculous. But with German, I think he believes that if he screams and curses the loudest, eventually everyone will believe him. It's not believable. Lolly husband died in a car fire? Question mark. Well, Lolly is not married, remember? So he set himself on fire. Jakey. Jakey. He even goes, I passed away. I told my kids that if I pass away, the only person they're allowed to tell is Magda. Nobody else. And then Magda can tell Shar. That's it. Nobody needs to know. Well, this is the thing. The thing is, gosh, it just annoys me that somebody could be so unhappy on YouTube and not be having the fun you're supposed to be having that they want to spend 3 hours screaming and cursing at people. I just don't get that. I want to have fun. I want to smoke a little weed, maybe have a glass of wine. Or I'm gonna drink a little champagne on Thursday. I'm gonna have a little champagne and a little caviar, and I'm gonna show myself. I'm looking very pale because I haven't been out in the sun, but I like to go on camera eventually and celebrate life, celebrate moving, celebrate a new life, a new home. I don't like to fight. I don't like to scream at people. And to be honest, German, you really have no business cursing and screaming at these particular people. Because, like Steph said, she never did anything to you. She never did anything to you. You come after people. It's not the other way around, and you know it. And that can't be good for you mentally, emotionally, physically. It can't be good to be stressed out over YouTube. Does anyone want to come up really quick? I'm not going to stay on long because I'd like to have dinner eventually. Other things to do. Last chance, Charlie. Well, Sherry Jackson, she claims that she does not have a husband. So anything Lolly Cunningham says, you cannot believe because she also tried to convince us her assistant had fallen when you can clearly hear her voice. I mean, it's so tiresome. It's this what's the word? I don't know. There's a word for it, but it's tiresome constantly hear people just make up ridiculous stories about who they are. And I understand it's fun to be somebody else. Sometimes it's fun to hide behind an avatar and pretend to be somebody else. But when you take it as far as German and Lolly do, it is not fun. It becomes irritating and annoying and condescending. It's incredibly condescending listening to her lie about who she is, who he is, rather, and then calling us bad names. I don't have to pretend to be somebody else. I'm not perfect. I'm not this wonderful person. I'm who I am. If you don't like me, oh well. If you like me, that's wonderful. And you don't have to pretend to be a whole different gender. Oh my God, Magda. Magda, you're not. Magda is so much more warm than I am. I tell Magda all the time, I'm very cold when it comes to people on YouTube. Not only that, my personal life too. I can be very cold. And Magda is always the peacekeeper. Wants me to work things out. If it wasn't for Magda, there'd be a lot more enemies. That's right, city girl. It could be possible because again, there's another person who doesn't speak in a natural way. Her voice, um, just her style of speaking, the way she pronounces certain words one way, then 5 seconds later says the same word in a different way, overpronounces the T. Sometimes she does, sometimes she doesn't. She's not consistent in the way she speaks. Every night I get this congestion. Sorry. We're bored of it. We're bored of it. Eventually, German people are going to see you for who you are, which is a very, very nasty person. Very nasty person. Very nasty person. At no time did I ever wish anyone physical harm. Not even once. So, you wishing physical harm on me is bizarre because there have been so many other people that have said worse, have done worse, and you've been around a long time and so have they. So I'm assuming, like I said earlier on, that I hit a nerve that I believe to be 100% right anyway, that I am proving to be right. Lolly's avatar is a Swedish model. Oh, her avatar is on every dating site and everything. So, you know, what did people ever think she looked like that with one picture? Like just one picture? Come on. I also, it's also the fact that Mahash has removed his channel and all his videos are gone. That's proof. That's proof. Well, why would he do that? If you and him are not one and the same, why would you do that? Why would he take his videos down? So when you want to go on a live stream and threaten me, just remember something. You're the one threatening the wrong person, not me. I'm in good standing. I have the upper hand, German lady. You do not. You can spread all the lies you want. The thing is, you're not on solid ground right now in your personal life. And I know that you're not on solid ground. I am. Not only am I on solid ground, I get an anchor. You don't. You have no safety net. Okay? So don't get excited about you having the upper hand. It'll never happen. No, Sherry. Okay, it's a video. They didn't Photoshop a weenie in there. Exactly. Pecan Baby is right. In the end, on YouTube, if you're hiding something, it will be exposed. It's so true. So I opened myself up to it so that nobody can say, aha, I put myself out there. And so far, safe and secure. Nothing I can't handle has come to me. Let's be honest. Nothing. But right now, I got to get going because I'll have to eat dinner. I know it was short and sweet. I just had to say that. Just had to be said because I don't want to talk about this person anymore. It's boring. It's not fun. It doesn't make me laugh, and you know how much I love to have a little weed and laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh while I'm on YouTube. So hopefully on Thursday when I come live, I'll be able to laugh. I get off early, and I'm having myself a little treat with a little champagne, a little caviar, and I'm going to share it with you. And hopefully we can have a good laugh and talk about other things other than a cross dresser in Germany or wherever they are. Oh, we also know he's good looking. What a shame. What a waste to women that he has to go for the other team. But anyway, have a good night, everybody. Thanks for coming. Bye.